Howdy folks, I'm Thomas and I'm outdoor obsessed. It's a hot one and I'm a little bit overdressed. Well, let's go do some one sticking anyway. So for those of you that have never heard of one sticking, it's basically a way to climb a tree by using only one stick. This is called a stick. So this is the OOAL Big Bob Slick Rick version, and it is a flat folding one stick. And I also added a 3-step altimeter to it. So let's put up our stick. Okay, something like that. Now I'm going to get out my linesman rope and also my Mad Rock safeguard. So I'm just going to ready the linesman rope because we won't need that right this second. It goes on my linesman loop here on my tethered Ultralock saddle. So this one is not clipped together right, but that's okay. Okay, so I have here my 40-foot rappel lead. This is Maxim Canyon Elite for those rope enthusiasts. I'll go ahead and toss this. And get it up as high as we can. Close our quick link real slowly, because that's how they actually are. Try and get it aligned with our notch and our stick. Something like that. Now we're going to grab our Mad Rock safeguard that we just had. We're going to properly orientate our rope through it so we don't fall to our deaths. That's a pass by my standards. Now we have our handy dandy linesman rope that we already attached and we're standing on. Now we're going to chuck that, kinda. And it looks like we're all ready to head up the tree. So I like to get one foot firmly planted, like so. And then we're just going to pull ourselves up and walk our rope up the tree. You'll see that my tether is lowering itself. And that's okay. I didn't put the locker on it because I'm not using it quite yet. Okay, I'm back on a new camera angle. So I'm going to let a little bit of rope out of the Mad Rock safeguard here. Opposite side, so you guys can see what I'm doing, which I didn't set my rope for, so it might not be super graceful. But that's okay. YouTube loves a struggle. Make sure you lock your carabiners, like I forgot to. And then we push this up as high as we can get it. Swing our rope around. Give it a mighty toss up the tree. Mightier. Yeah, that'll have to do. And we twist up our cleat, give it a set, lock it in. Put our string on top so we can easily reach it. I'm going to get my left foot set in there. And now we're going back to the linesman rope. So, same thing we did last time. Up, 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 and one more is up. I like to try to get my tether as high as possible. Okay, now we transfer onto our other line, fully loading it before we release our linesman. Blow that off. So, if we were actually hunting, we would be hanging out in and around here. We'd be able to do cool stuff like that. Cool stuff like that. Maybe even some other cool stuff we don't even know about. Maybe something like this. And I'm gonna have to move the camera again. All right. Now I'm able to use a combination of belts because I have a high tether set already. Okay, so let's drop our linesman. Now let's try doing a little higher this time. See, I can just barely reach that. And I set it up so I can just give it a good yank. And then a little whoop-de-woo. Now we're gonna move it up. Snug it. Now we're on the linesman again. So same thing, load a line before removing a line. And this time we're gonna coil up our linesman rope and get it out of the way. Back into the pocket, pull down line is on. Now let's bring it down a little bit here. Remove it from the tree. We will use this carabiner that we left here from our linesman belt. All right, well that looks like it'll make its way down to the ground. So now, down we go. And we made it to the ground safely. So now, we gotta get this rope back out of the tree. We just start pulling on our pull down rope. And look at that, it came nicely. All looped up and ready for the next time.